we end up wondering, why do we attract the same type of partner over and over again? And when I talk about relationships, it doesn't have to be with a partner. It can be with co-workers, with friends, with our kids, with our parents as well. So we all have relationships. Even the relationship with ourselves is a relationship. But yes, when we attract certain types of people over and over again, like we might tend to say, oh, look at me, I'm bad luck, it's my fate. Why did this happen to me? But actually, what happens is that we learn certain patterns through childhood. So we would be observing our caregivers, like whether it be our parents or anybody else who cared for us. And we would be absorbing what happened. I found in this book, The 5 Keys to Mindful Loving, that there are certain needs that we needed in childhood, which are attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing. If any of these are unmet in childhood, we would end up looking for them in adulthood. Now, when that happens, it gets a bit tricky because we subconsciously, again, we don't want this, it happens subconsciously. We kind of find ourselves looking for that someone who will fulfill all our needs, who will solve all our problems. We might end up saying, yes, if I have that person, if I have that relationship, I won't need to struggle anymore, I won't have any problems anymore. But then what happens is that creates a certain neediness. We subconsciously might ask too much from the other person, and the person might ask too much from us. And then that is a codependent relationship. And I know this because the relationship with my ex-husband was like that. So when I was growing up, kind of emotions weren't validated. It's nobody's fault. It's just the way we were brought up, and our parents gave us what they know. They give us the best they know with the information and the resources they have available. So because my emotions weren't being acknowledged, I was becoming too needy towards my ex-husband, and he was needy towards me. There was so much attachment. And what happens is it can work for a while, but then if you end up kind of asking too much and asking things which your partner cannot give you, or whoever you're relating with, then that becomes dangerous, because then there is too much expectation. Then there can be disappointment and resentment and jealousy and over possessiveness and insecurities. And that's where the problems start. Then also you end up in a certain entanglement with one another. And to get out of such a relationship is difficult, because I remember that even though I was the breadwinner, I was earning money for both of us, I didn't really need my husband, but I just couldn't leave because I was so emotionally entangled with him that I couldn't just decide to get up and leave. There are certain beliefs also which we pick up in childhood, like I believe that a marriage should be forever. And I didn't see it as an option, that there was a way out, because once you're married, that's it. So also there is, apart from the relationship patterns, there are the belief systems we formed following those relationship patterns. Now, the good news is that we can change all this by taking responsibility. The thing is, it's important not to feel guilty or blaming ourselves or blaming the other. We can decide to let go of the blame altogether and say, listen, it is what it is right now. Nobody is to blame. We can let go of blame and just take responsibility and start to act now.